So today we're going to chat a little bit about rotations and how we rotate in the coordinate plane. I just did a little drawing here. I'm on page 9 and just kind of writing in some random stuff. When we rotate, here are the 4 quadrants of a coordinate plane, 1, 2, 3, and 4. So when we rotate, we want to rotate counterclockwise in that direction. If we rotate 90 degrees, we're rotating 1 quadrant. If we rotate 180, 2 quadrants. And then 270 is 3 quadrants. That's how many you're going to turn. So let's go to this first example. This is called a composition, which has this open circle here. So whatever is listed on the right happens first. Whatever is listed on the left happens second. So in this case, the rotation, 270 degrees, which would be turning 3 quadrants, that happens first. And then the reflection over the y-axis happens second. The reason being, it's kind of weird, is because you do this rotation first, and whatever you get, that's what you reflect. That's why it's kind of backwards what you would think it would be. So we're going to do a rotation first. I'm going to use this stuff called patty paper, and you can kind of see it's tracing paper basically, but that's not what it's intended for. It's used to separate hamburger patties or like cheese slices. Another good thing you could use in your house if you don't have patty paper is parchment paper, like for cookies, or I've used wax paper before. Even notebook paper is pretty see-through usually, so I like to use tracing paper for rotations. You can do it with rules. It's just confusing, to be quite honest with you. So I like to teach it this way, which is why I'm making this video. All right, so we're rotating this shape ABC 270 degrees. So I'm going to start by tracing these 3 points and labeling them A, B, and C. So here we go. That's what it looks like right now. Okay. And we also, when we have rotations, we have a center of rotation. So you're rotating around a fixed point. So at the origin, I'm going to draw like a little crisscross. You can see that. Now we're going to turn it 3 quadrants. So take my patty paper and I can kind of hold it in the middle. 1, 2, and 1 more, 3. Make sure it lines up with the origin, that's why it's there. And now I can pick up my paper and draw my new image. So that's A prime, B prime, C prime. Okay. So that's our image. Okay, and now we do the second transformation here, which is the reflection over the y-axis. We do not go back to the original shape. We're going to take what we have, and that's what we're going to use to reflect. So taking our image, reflect that over the y-axis, which is this one. So A prime goes right here. Sorry, A double prime now. We have to mark it differently because this is the second transformation. C double prime and B double prime. Okay, if you connect that, it makes a lovely triangle. So this is my series of transformations. It's my composition. Great. We're going to do 2 more. Okay, again, whatever is listed to the right is what happens first. So this guy happens first, the translation right 5, down 2, and then the reflection here happens second. Reflection over y equals -x. Great. Let's do the translation first. We should know how to do that already. You can do it without patty paper. Just take each point and move it right 5 and down 2. That would give me B prime. Right 5 down 2 is C prime. And right 5 down 2, that's A prime. Okay, so that would be our image after the first transformation. And now we reflect over the line y equals negative x. That is the line that goes through the origin and has a slope of -1. Okay, so we need to reflect over that. It is going to overlap. So you can see A needs to go directly across right here to make a mirror image. This right there, that would be A double prime. C, again, goes directly across. There's C prime. Okay, now B prime is a little bit more difficult, and so instead of just going right across, because these two were so close, that made it easy, I'm gonna go, if I go left, 1, 2, 3, then I hit the line of reflection. So then to make it go diagonal, 1, 2, 3, go down 3, which would put B prime, double prime right here. And you can check it by like turning your paper. That's a mirror image. Okay, last one. Do the rotation 180 first, which would be moving 2 quadrants. And the reflection over x-axis second. All right, where's my patty paper? You can use the same one from earlier. Lay it down. And now I'm gonna rotate 2 quadrants. So I'm gonna turn twice. 1, 2. You can do this without patty paper if you like to move 1 point at a time and kind of imagine what it would be like if it turned. It's just hard to do that correctly, to be quite honest with you. Okay, go ahead and trace that. So this is A prime, C prime, and B prime. And now I'm going to reflect that shape, my image, over the x-axis, which would be this one. Ta-da! Okay, make sure that you mark your second transformation with double prime, and if you have any issues with rotating, just let me know.